Mike, Yanek show, best show on the planet. Mike, Yanek show, best show on the planet. Bow, 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 wow. And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome your host for this podcast, Mr. Mike Yanek. Yeah, woo, yeah, we love you, Mike. Bam. How are you doing, bro? Welcome to episode number 11. I hope that you're doing well, mate, and I hope that you're having a smashing week. Hope that you're hustling, bustling, and all that good stuff. You know what? I have a lot of things to talk about today, but the other day I was just listening to some of the previous episodes and just checking them out and all that stuff. And I was thinking, like, oh my god, mate, I've said so much insane shit over the last 10 episodes. I'm not joking, like, especially the last few episodes, like, the last 2 or 3 episodes been an absolute non-existing career killer. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just waiting for the feminists to discover this podcast, because once they fucking the amount of shit I've said about women, mate. Oh my fucking god. Jesus Christ, man. I'm just waiting. Honestly, like, I'm just waiting. They're gonna discover it, and they're gonna be clips all around their little Twitter, Tumblr communities, or whatever the fuck. They're gonna be little cuts, and they're gonna put, like, pictures of me. You know, when they do, the news or something, when they do, like, the political news, and when they want to talk bad about a politician, they always choose, like, the worst possible picture of that person. It's gonna be the same, mate. Oh my god. It's gonna be, because I have so many pictures from gigs, and I always do faces, and yeah, also my face is all crazy, and, like, I'm sweating fucking red, like the veins in my neck are about to explode. You know what I mean? I'm just shouting like crazy, and they're gonna use that picture, like my angry red face just shouting, and they're gonna be like, is this the type of man that we want in 2020? We need to be better role models for our, future, kids, girls, boys, whatever. Are we going to allow such a chauvinistic pig to be on YouTube, on Spotify, iTunes, whatever? No, we need to take him down. And there's going to be a campaign, hashtag no mic, or something like, oh, that's a good hashtag, no mic. But instead of mic, like microphone, is going to be my name, Mike. Yeah, or boycott Mike, or something like that. That's gonna be funny though. I'm just waiting. Honestly, mate, I'll get so much heat, because the thing is, now that it's relatively new, we're only 11 episodes in, so I'm slowly building this thing up, but I have big plans for the future, for this, for comedy, everything. And man, I'm telling you, some people, these people, man, really pisses me off. Like, especially with comedians, you have somebody who's finally doing well, maybe getting a special, or they have like an opportunity or something, and you have these little fucking trolls that go back through, like, everything that is public about that person, maybe a podcast, maybe an interview, being a guest on another person's podcast, or maybe written an article, whatever the fuck it is. They'll go back as far as, I don't know, 20 years or whatever, you know what I mean, whatever they can find, and they're gonna get this little snippet out of a 7-hour podcast or whatever, and they're gonna play that, and that comedian is fucking ruined. You know what I mean? And I was like, fucking hell, mate. So, but hey, mate, I told you this, like, it's like pro wrestling, this shit, you know what I mean? I'm just fucking, it's a work, brother, it's a work. Those of you who are wrestling fans, they know the terminology. It's a work in the wrestling world means, it's just part of the script, it's a gimmick, it's not real, you know what I mean? So don't worry, I'm not sexist, I love women, I love everybody, okay? But for the purpose of making jokes and being funny, sometimes you gotta talk some shit about some people, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise it's not interesting. But yeah, I've said a lot of shit, mate, for 10 episodes. I was expecting for me to take a bit longer before I start talking, before going completely off the rails, you know what I mean? I'm thinking, maybe I'll do 20-25 episodes before I completely destroy every reputation that I have, or something like that. And it took only, I don't know, 9 episodes or something. So, hey, but we talked about aliens, on episode number 9, and Bigfoot, so that was fun, innit? I enjoyed that episode. And number 10, I forgot what I talked about. Honestly, I don't know. But the thing is, like, I'm so mad, mate. I went to the store the other day. Fuck, and I forgot again. So I have this episode planned, which I think is gonna be a lot of fun because here in the UK, I don't know where you're from, are you listening? But it's probably the same. It is the same in every country. We have the gossip industry, which is, oh my god, it's rampant. Honestly, I think it's getting worse and worse now, especially with social media and the internet. And we still have the gossip magazines, even though I don't know who the hell reads magazines when you have the internet. But anyway, and you know what it is. It's just stupid shit, man. It's just what's happening on the soap operas and celebrities and what is that, Strictly Come Dancing? What are these stupid shows, man? Who the fuck watches that nonsense? I'm gonna stay. Well, I'm gonna watch. How long is this bullshit? I'm gonna watch for an hour. Fucking overweight, out of shape, washed out celebrities fucking dancing to some classical music, and they're swinging about. By the way, that being said, if I ever make it in the entertainment industry, my run is going to be unbelievably short. I'm telling you, because I'm just unfiltered, unpredictable. I'm a real motherfucker, you know what I mean? So if I do like one of those panel shows or whatever, and they ask me a question, oh, what do you think about that? And I'll be like, well, I just think that this is shit. And everybody will be like, oh my god, you cannot talk like that. You know what I mean? Like the whole Meghan Markle, whatever the fuck, and that the red-headed guy, Harry Potter or whatever the fuck, you know, that prince fella. Right now, like the news of fucking blasting with that shit, like this is all over the news. And one of my mates was asking me, what do you think? And I think it's fucking stupid. I don't even know who these people are. Why should I care? Can you please fucking hell, okay, if you want to be away from the royal family, go and fucking live in a village in Canada or some shit, you know, don't fucking bother me with this shit. And it's everywhere, mate. Everything I open, it's that. And they do it in a way that like we should really care, and it's like our lives really depend on it. Oh my god, but do you think that Harry and Meghan will be able to make a living? And oh my god, what type of an impact is gonna have on the country if they leave the royal family? I'll tell you what type of an impact they're gonna have. It's gonna have zero fucking impact, okay? These motherfuckers, man. Let's be honest, that bitch is not even good looking, okay? Well, here you go. I said, oh my god, Mike, did you call Meghan Markle a bitch? Yeah, I called her a bitch. What's up? She's not even cute, bro. Honestly, she's like a 4. No, she's like a 5 out of 10. You know what I mean? And it's really frustrating for me because she has all the features that I find really attractive in a woman. Honestly, like she has, black straight hair. I really like that. She's very, very nice, very attractive complexion. I think she has a very nice smile. Overall, and you know, she seems very articulate and intelligent and very elegant and stylish. So all of these things I really, really enjoy. But when they're put together and her stupid face, somehow I don't find she's really annoying, mate. I don't know why she really annoys me when I fucking see her stupid face. You know what I mean? And listen, don't be like, oh my god, are you punching down? Are you bashing this brave woman? I'm not bashing nobody. That bitch is a billionaire, bro. You know what I mean? I'm a fucking dirty immigrant. You know what I mean? Like 12 quid in the bank. You know, if you see my quote unquote studio that I'm recording this shit, is just like 3 pillows in front of my computer. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna post some pictures online, so I'm not punching down. You know what I mean? She's way, 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 way up above me. You know what I mean? But I don't find her attractive. And the other guy, he seems like a normal guy. You know, he got drunk in Vegas. You know, shake his dick. I think he's been arrested a few times. He's been to the army. He's like a bloke. You know, he's like an average guy. I think he's like a scouser, innit? But I don't like them, bro. I don't know why, they really annoy me. So I wanted to do this episode where I just buy a gossip magazine, because gossip magazines, one time, I don't know how, I think I was at a party or something, I don't fucking know, but I saw a gossip magazine and I was like, I need to, and I just looked through this shit, and it's like a different universe over there, you know what I mean? There are people who genuinely consume stuff like that. Oh my god, Kim Kardashian has a new haircut. Who the fuck cares, mate? Honestly, like, what the fuck? The only gossip news I can follow is something to do with Britney Spears, because she's fucking awesome, bitch, okay? Snap up in this motherfucker. But you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck do I care about Kim Kardashian's fat? And I like fat asses. I'm a gentleman who really appreciates a fat ass on a woman, but hers is fucking ridiculous, let's be honest. I mean, you cannot have that much silicone or whatever the fuck she has back there. It looks fucking have you seen those pictures without the Photoshop? Just there was like Because this shit is fucking everywhere, man. That's how I know this shit. I cannot escape this. You know what I mean? Especially Lat Bible and there's this website Lat Bible. They used to do news back in the day and funny jokes and stuff. No, it's just fucking gossip, stupid. Yesterday I saw the woman with the fattest vagina ever wants to, I don't know, tattoo her eyebrows or some shit like that. And they show a picture of this fucking monstrosity of a woman. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people, bro? Honestly, like, her lips looked preposterous. I'm not joking. She looked like fucking Donald Duck or something. And she had, like, apparently the fattest vagina ever. I didn't know that that's a thing, but apparently because she got like some sort of an implant or something, and she has, the cartoonish tits and the cartoonish ass, and all covered in tattoo. The other day, I opened the Lat Bible stories, they have on the Facebook and Instagram. I follow them, and they have this fucking crazy girl that all of her body is tattooed, and half of her face is tattooed black, okay? And she had these fucking hoop earrings or whatever the fuck, but it's in the ear, you know what I mean? Like that type of disgusting shit. And she had like the split tongue. She looked like a fucking lizard or something. And I was like, oh, the girl with the half face tattoo wants to get a full body tattoo. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with these people, man? And I need to care, I need to pretend to be like, oh, that's so brave, that's so stunning. Oh my god, he's such a great, fucking lunatic. And this girl is like 23 or something. Fucking hell, I don't know. This fucking shit is all over the place here. And I was thinking, like, you know what, it would be funny just to get one of these magazines and just to read out, not open it before the actual show, just read it out and just comment and just react on the moment, because it's gonna be funny, but I forgot, man. God damn it, I forgot to buy a magazine yesterday. But you know what, because I'm recording episode 11 now, and as I'm recording this, episode 3 just came out the other day, so you can imagine, you know what I mean? By the time this episode comes out, it's gonna be 3 months from now, or 2 months or something. So I'm thinking maybe I'll try in a few months, because right now everything is just with the fucking Meghan Markle and Harry Potter, or whatever the fuck his name is. What's his name? What's his surname? Honestly, like, do they have like Harry Prince Harry? Like, does he have a surname? Or just like ladies and gentlemen, the Prince of Great Britain. And he's like, oh, they are the douche and douche-ish of Sussex, something like that. Anyway, so we have this thing called Sussex here, which is like a county or something, and I think where all the plastic people live. There was a show, The Only Way is Essex. Is that the same? Sussex and Essex, it's the same shit, innit? All the geography nerds now are fucking losing their shit. Like, oh my god, Mike, there are two completely different counties, regions with their distinguished cultures and accents and cuisine and all that stuff. They all fucking plastic rich, posh pricks, and in the south. So if you want to know something about England, the north are, well, this is the stereotype. The north is poor and crazy. The south is rich and a bit arrogant and a bit pompous and talk like that, like, we can't this county. My name is Oliver. You know what I mean? While up north is like, mate. That type of shit. But I love the north. The north is fucking amazing, honestly. I've lived in the south. South is good, but they're not my type of people, because, like, I'm very crazy and loud and energetic, and I need that, like, primal vibe that you get. And you know what I mean? Back in the south, people very, very reserved. We talk like this, and we don't like you. And I think that you're a little bit way too eccentric. You see, And we're gonna drink some tea now, and we're gonna talk about cricket, and we're gonna play. What do they play? Polo. We're gonna play some golf now. I think that is a very gentlemanly sport, isn't it? We're gonna play some golf. We're gonna drink some tea with our pinkies up while we wear a 3-piece suit. Yes, and our wives have big old titties. I don't know, but I like the north though. People are fucking insane over here. Especially I love to do gigs. I've never done gigs so far. Well, by the time this podcast comes out, I don't know, maybe I've done gigs in the south. But so far I've never done gigs in the south. And I'm a bit of I wouldn't say afraid, but a bit nervous because like I'm too wild, mate. Honestly, if you've ever seen me on stage, I'm insane. And those people, I think some of them are gonna get a heart attack or something. So I'm genuinely scared. I'm gonna fucking, you know what I mean? Scare these people. But yeah, so I'm gonna do the gossip episode, I promise. But I don't know, maybe let's just give it a few weeks. I hope that this whole Meghan Markle and Harry Potter thing goes away. Honestly, man, they really piss me off. And I was thinking the other day, like, this fella, his life is sorted. Like, you know what I mean? He hit the jackpot, honestly, because I think he looks decent. He looks decent. He seems normal. You know what I mean? Like from all that fucking wackadoodle of a family they have over there. And no, I'm not punching down. Oh my god, man, how can you talk that way about the royal British family? Aren't you? You should be. You're a disgrace. No, I'm not a disgrace, mate. Fucking hell, lah. Because the thing is, these motherfuckers are so rich and pampered. A little poor tiny foreigner bashing them is not gonna do anything for their fucking legacy. You know what I mean? Their legacy is cemented. And this guy, mate, he had the whole world sorted. His whole world. Like for the rest of your life. Not only that you don't have to work, you're absolutely famous. You know what I mean? Everybody knows you. They have some sort of immunity, isn't it? Like political protection or something. I mean, if he does something wrong, he doesn't go to jail, does he? You know what I mean? Even that, like, I'm pretty sure because I know politicians have that shit, and they're much higher than politicians, the royal family. You know what I mean? And I don't know. And this guy, man, before he met this girl, and the thing is, how long they been dating? I think that they just got married out of nowhere. You know what I mean? It's like fucking. And by the way, I had the same opinion about the previous couple. What was the other guy, the older guy? He looks a bit weird though, isn't it? Prince, whatever the fuck, Prince Horseface, or mate, they're billionaires, okay? They're fucking. Listen, mate, there's a rule in comedy: punching up and punching down, okay? Me, I cannot make fun of homeless people because that's punching down. Fair enough, and I wouldn't make fun of homeless people. I don't find that entertaining. But I can take the piss out of a banker, okay? Because a banker is very well off, and unless you work on the counter, like, yeah, you wanna transfer 50 quid from your pocket to your card? Okay, let me do that in a few seconds. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Okay, now do you want a receipt with that? Thank you for doing business with our bank. Have a nice day. Bye. Not that type of shit. Okay, fair enough. Those people probably I make more money. Nah, I don't make a lot of money, but I'm more funny. But I'm more entertaining and funnier than them. What's up? And that's punching down, making fun of a homeless. But bankers, no, they're all settled, mate. So I can make fun of them. So that's the rule. I can take the piss out of the royal family. I hope they don't report me if Queen Elizabeth is listening to this, and I know that you are because I know she's a fan. She's following me on Instagram. I'm just imagining if the Queen had an Instagram account, she's just like pressing like on all my stupid stories and stuff. She's like, oh my god, Mike, I'm so proud of you that you're smashing comedy gigs. Whatever the fuck, just like keep it up, just dropping me some comments and like little gifs of her little dogs. Does she still have the corgis or whatever the fuck the names of those weird looking small dogs are? They're long, they're like hot dogs with hair, you know what I mean? Just like really short legs, and they're cute though, but they're weird dogs. And just dropping me like little gifs of the dogs, like animated, like, oh my god, you're doing great. They're clapping their little paws, I don't know, the Queen. But yeah, don't get me deported or reported or some shit like that. Anyway, so I was thinking, like, so they got together, they got married. I think they got married too quickly. And okay, this is like the preview. This part is like the preview episode of the Gossip Magazine. And so they had the baby. Look, fucking how everything's happening too quickly. Either it's happening too quickly, or she was already pregnant and they didn't just boom out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And they got the baby. They got the little, what's it, Prince Andrews or whatever the fuck. Oh, pay attention. And so she said, I guarantee you it's her idea. I guarantee you that little crazy bitch was like, you know what, I want to be my own woman. I don't want to follow these dumbass rules. Well, I have to behave. What happens if in 4 years I want to break up with your lazy ass and go and be a stripper? Are you allowed to get divorced if you're in the royal family? I mean, like, the other guy, whatever the fuck his name is, his missus is fit though. Let's be fucking honest. Jesus Christ, she's a posh bird. Hey, jeez, oh my fucking god. Oof. I was about to say some really explicit stuff over here, but you know what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, god damn it. If you've listened to this podcast, or if you ever met me when I'm in quote unquote showbiz mode, you know what I'm thinking. I'm a bit more chilled out in real life, but when I'm showbiz Mike, I don't hold back. But you know what I'm thinking. I just wanna, you know what I'm saying? All over her. I'm not even gonna remove this part of the podcast, mate, because I'm too lazy to go back and actually edit anything. I'm like, fuck it. They'll know that I'm joking. I'm sure that they have some type of rules, though, isn't it? They should have. Like, I don't think it's probably frowned upon if you get divorced, or there's no way cheating is allowed. Oh my god, dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine, mate? Honestly, like, something happens because I don't know, man. It's 2020. Like, shit. Hey, shit happens. Sometimes people cheat, or sometimes a fling, something happens. Somebody slips into your DMs. And she send you some pictures, and you're like, oh my god, goddamn. You know what I mean? And can you imagine if she cheats on him? Oh, dude, maybe that's why she doesn't wanna. You know what I mean? She wants that side dick. You know what I mean? That's why, because if they're still in the family, it's pretty much no way out. She has to be on a certain behavior. She becomes a public figure. She cannot, like, suck a dick on the side. It's always sexual with you, Mike, isn't it? It's always sexual. What the fuck, you little pervert. Oh yeah, man, you need to see my stand-up. My stand-up is so fucking dirty, Jesus fucking Christ. But it's just fun. I find that type of stuff funny. Even as a kid, I find the whole concept of just, like, I don't know, tits and sex and all that stuff. It's just funny. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the type of humor I grew up with and the people I was surrounded. Because we always used to make, like, sexual jokes and all that stuff in the shows I've seen as a kid, because they were very politically incorrect, and especially the cartoons. I grew up with fucking insane shit, like shit that you cannot play back nowadays because of political correctness, like Johnny Bravo. You know what I mean? Like, Johnny Bravo is fuck, man. That is like if the patriarchy was a cartoon, that's Johnny Bravo, man. It's so rapey. It's not even funny. You know what I mean? So this is the type of crazy cartoons I watched, and as a kid, I find that, like, talking about that type of stuff, it's just funny. You know what I mean? Just sex is funny, and just tits, ha, Beavis and Butthead, mate. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that rape is funny and all that stuff. Of course it's not. But the cartoons were so fucking weird and bizarre. And now when I look back on them as a grown up, I'm like, fucking hell, like, this is the type of shit we watched as kids. Like, just watch Looney Tunes. Was it? That's the French skunks. Pepe Le Pew. You know what I mean? It's insane. When I look at it now, I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck? And when I was a kid, I was like, you go get a Pepe. But you know what I mean? I'm fucking 9. I don't know what's happening, So I grew up with some crazy shit. So for me, cursing and, like, the whole concept of just sex and just dating and all that stuff, I've always found it very funny. And also as a kid, I grew up predominantly watching like Def Comedy Jam and, like, black American comedians. You know what I mean? I predominantly grew up watching Eddie Griffin, the two early Eddie Murphy specials, Eddie Griffin, Cat Williams, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, Mike Epps, Tracy Morgan, Skinny Dave Chappelle. Tracy Morgan, mate. If you watch some of his, there's one special. I don't know the name of it. Oh my god, dude! I recently rewatched it. I think this is the filthiest stand-up special I've ever seen. Oh, I've also watched Dice Clay. I grew up watching Andrew Dice Clay. You know what I mean? So he was so dirty, mate. I can barely watch Dice Clay a full special now because I was like, oh my god, because like he's so mean to women, and he's like proper mean, you know what I mean? If I'm mean on stage, I do it in a very friendly way, and you know that I'm joking, but he's legit mean. And the Tracy Morgan special, I think it's on YouTube, it's like in this very weird club. Behind him is like all brown and yellowish, and he's mostly standing on a stool. I think he's high or drunk out of his fucking mind, and it's an amazing stand-up, but it's so dirty, mate. Even me, my tolerance, it's unbelievably high for comedy, and even I was like, I was sweating, mate. I was fucking sweating midway, you know what I mean? But this is the type of comedy I grew up with, and you know, I'm not like that off stage, and I don't do jokes about rape and about, I don't know, beating up women and all that stuff. No, I think, no, fuck that. I mean, like, if you want to do it, that's your choice. I don't do stuff like that, and I'm very sweet off stage. But for me, when I write my comedy, my brain automatically goes there to throw in like, tits, you know, like something like that in the middle of a premise or something, or a punchline, because I'm childish. I'm very juvenile. My brain is very juvenile, especially when I write comedy. I've never written a comedy piece or a bit or something that is sophisticated, clever, or with like layers. You know what I mean? Never, made. Mine is just stupid shit, one after the other. It's very theatrical and overselling everything and overperforming, and that's how I get my laughs. So I'm not like an intelligent guy when it comes to writing comedy or just being a. I'm even on this podcast. I don't want to be intelligent. I don't want to talk about philosophy, and you know what I mean. I just want to be silly. I just want to say outlandish shit and then laugh after it because it's so stupid. And you'll be thinking like, is he joking? Is he serious? Is he? You know what I mean? I want to keep you guessing, and I just want to be ridiculous. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I can say, hey, bro, I'm just pro wrestling, you mate. You know what I mean? And that's it. I just want to have fun. I have friends of like civilian mates who I talk with about, you know, like serious topics, and sometimes talk about life and yeah, philosophy, history, whatever the fuck. But on the podcast and on stage, no, I just want to talk about tits, titties, big old titties. You know, that's the type of shit I want to do here. So you know, so this girl. Oh, hold on, let's go back to Meghan Markle and Meghan. Oh, hold on, is she Meghan McKellar? I don't. Who gives a shit? I don't care. I don't like her. She's a 5. Honestly, mate, I'm so perplexed. She has all the, like, if you separate, I told you all the characteristics of her, I'm really attracted to all of them. But if you put them together, there's something about her that really, I don't know what is it, mate. And I'm supposed to really be attracted to her, but I'm not. And I'm talking about because I don't know her. This is just the vibe that she's giving me, but I don't find her attractive, and I don't find her, I don't know, like, I don't like her, bro. I don't know why, you know. If you ever want to come on the podcast, if you want to come to like a like a tiny flat in Liverpool, in a relatively nice area, to be honest with you, in the middle of fucking nowhere or whatever, if you want to come to my small room and be surrounded by pillows so we can talk about how much I don't like you and why I don't find you interesting and appealing, you're more than welcome, Meghan Markle. Just bring Harry Potter as well, and we'll have a proper conversation. I can even give you some juice or whatever. Anyway, you know, when they got together, it's her idea, and I was thinking like, this is how much women have power in a relationship. Because I think this is what I think, that when it comes to the real world, in some areas, and I think that's normal. It's about everything is like that in life, isn't it? In some areas, women have more power than men. In other areas, men have more power than women. I don't think that's controversial. I think that's a very fair statement. You know what I mean? It really depends. Like, for instance, when it comes to a nightclub, women have way more power than a man. Because, like, there are even nights, I don't know about the UK, I don't go to clubs, but in Bulgaria, I remember women get to enter the club for free. Men have to pay a price just to get in. And I was like, you know, that's not fair. You know what I mean? Then when they go, guys buy them drinks, and a lot of the times, this is my favorite, by the way. Like, if any woman does that, I mean, I fucking love you for that. Honestly, like, when a guy comes over and he's like, "Hey, baby," you know, like a really like a sleazy guy, and she's like, "Oh my god, hey, how you doing?" And she's like, "Yeah, baby, you look very cute. Can I buy you a drink?" And she's like, I don't know. And she's like, "Yeah, baby, come on, I'll buy you. What's your favorite cocktail?" And she's like, "I like screw job and was it sex on the mountains, sex on the mountains and a screw job." And he's like, okay, baby, yeah, I fucking love these cocktails. A bartender, you see this little hot piece of ass over here, and the bartender's like, yeah, bro, I see her. Okay, give me a screw job and a sex on the mountains. And the bartender is like, okay, that's gonna be 75 pounds. And he's like, oh shit, goddamn, 75 pounds, shit, that's a lot of money. And the girl's like, oh yeah, but I'm worth it. So maybe if you buy me those cocktails, maybe something interesting is gonna happen later on in the evening. And the guy's like, yeah, okay, no problem. Here you go, 75 pounds, bartender. He's like, here you go, baby. And the girl is like, okay, you know what? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, look, he put a little umbrella on the cocktail as well. Oh my God, that is so nice. I love little umbrellas on my cocktails. Okay, hold on, I'll be back just a second. I need to go and talk to my girlfriends. And the girl just pisses off and she never comes back. Ha 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 ha. And if you do that as a girl, fucking bowling, I respect you for that, because that's a gangster move, bro. Because if it was the opposite dynamic, if girls, let's say that maybe there were 90% women on the planet, 10% men. By the way, that's one of my fantasies. I'm not even joking, bro. Because if it was 90% women, 10% men, it's gonna be like women will be like going crazy. Oh, not all women, but some women, you know what I mean? Just to get the attention of guys. And if it was the opposite, right? If we had the power in that situation where women buy us drinks and stuff, oh, I'll do that all the time. And I'll be greedy. I'll be like, well, nah, I will fish for compliments as well. I'll be like, well, you know what? I mean, I love cocktails, but do you think I look tall today? How tall do you think I'm? And she's like, oh my God, yeah, you're so sexy. Because, she's like desperate to get that dick. And she's like, oh my God, you're so, I don't know, 5'6"? And I'm like, 5'6"? No. And I'm gonna be crying, but I wear my big boy shoes on. And I'm much taller than 5'6". And she's like, okay, I don't know, like 5'9". And I'm like, 5'9", yeah. Now buy me 2 cocktails, bitch. And I'll just take the cocktails. And I'll be like, okay, I'll be back in a few minutes. I need to go and check my male friend. It doesn't work if you say boyfriends, though, is it? Like, girl can say, oh, I'm just going to see my girlfriends. But I cannot go and say, yeah, I'm going to see my 5 boyfriends. You know what I mean? It doesn't work that way, cocksucker. Doesn't work that way, motherfucker. Anyway, and I'll just take the cocktails and I'll be like, bye, and just leave. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, if you're a girl and if you do that, fucking hell, mate. You know what I mean? I'm weirdly I'm a weird person when I'm in showbiz mode, because it's like I make so much fun of like women and men as well, but at the same time I'm really like the whole, and I'm like the whole. I don't agree with the idea of slut shaming. I don't like when people look down on girls who are like, like strippers, or like, you know what I mean, in the sex industry, or like if they dress provocative and all that stuff, or they have sugar daddies. And I genuinely don't. I just say, make your money. I mean, like if you are blessed enough to be, with if you look good and stuff, why not take advantage of it? Like, look, I'm blessed with being funny and entertaining in real life, and just like in a conversation, because not every comedian is funny off stage. That is a big misconception. But I'm just entertaining in a normal conversation. This is just how I'm just born that way. You know what I mean? I don't work that hard. No, I do. I work a lot. I work hard, but just my brain functions that way. You know what I mean? So I'm taking advantage of it. I'm not even. I'm not. I'm unapologetically taking advantage of my natural gift. You know what I mean? I'm not athletic. I was not born with athletic, like, I don't know, genes and just being tall and strong and whatever. So I cannot take advantage of that. But I was born with something different. So I'm taking the most advantage. I'm doing a podcast. I'm doing comedy. I'm trying to. I'm a shameless self promoter. You know what I mean? Because I was like, okay, I have something. I was given something. I'm gonna use it as much as I can. So that's why I don't understand why guys get so mad. They were like, "Oh, look at that girl, with the big tits. She's showing them off so girls can give her attention, buy her drinks or whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, why not, mate? I mean, either I don't know, she has an operation or she was born with that stuff, but why not take advantage of that? You know what I mean? Like, so I don't feel mad or angry or jealous or anything of a woman that uses her sexuality to get something. No, if you have the goods, just fucking go for it. You know, who gives a shit? So that's why, like, whatever you have in life, just fucking use it. Everybody's born different. I've met people that are made unbelievably smart, and I'm not even joking. Like, the way their brain functions, they're like, I knew a guy who was an engineer. Bro, he was a robotics engineer. Okay, he used to build robots, bro. I knew this fucking guy, and I was like, he's a Bulgarian dude. He was the only Bulgarian, actually. I know only one Bulgarian guy for 10 years in the UK. He's the only guy. He used to live in my house. That guy was like on another level, mate. I'm not joking. Used to be so fucking smart when I talk with him. And he trying to explain to me what he does. I'm just stupid. We just used to go and play Mortal Kombat together. And I was like, bro, shut the fuck up. I just wanna, you know what I mean, bash some skulls and shit over here. I don't care. And but he was like proper smart, and the way his brain is built, and he understands fucking everything. He just sees everything in a very analytical way, and he studies that. Now he's in London. He works, the stuff that he studies. And I was like, yeah, you should take, like, if he tries to become like a football player or maybe like a comedian, I'll be like, I'm not saying that it's not possible, but I'm saying that you're swimming against the what's the against the grain. You're not swimming against the grain, is it? Or whatever, against the tide. I don't know. I don't know all the words, mate. Okay, fuck off. That's why the show is free. If I knew all the words, I'll be charging you like a subscription or something. Hold on. Oh shit. That was a bit loud, wasn't it? I have like a new thing that I'm drinking from. Um, he can do that, but it's gonna take much longer. You know what I mean? Same if you're like naturally gifted athlete, and obviously if you wanna do it now, if you don't wanna do it, I mean, yeah, it was the point. But I've met people, they're just born differently, mate. You know what I mean? Everybody's different in their own little unique way. So I think just fucking take advantage of it. So if you're a slag and if you're listening to this, you go, girl. Okay, you fucking shake that booty and make that money. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just joking. I didn't mean to call you a slag. You're a very respectable woman that takes off her clothes for a few pounds here and there. But man, I'm trying to tell that fucking story about Meghan Markle and Harry Potter, and I just keep getting distracted. This is one of those freestyle episodes, by the way. I have episodes where are very, very structured, and I'm gonna talk about different topics, and I have just freestyle episodes. I think episode 7 or episode 4 or 5 was like that, and I had another one. And these are my favorites, by the way. I have a few notes, but if I get to them, I get to them. I just rant and I just go from topic to topic. I say stuff that can ruin my career one day. I'm being a bit provocative. I make you question yourself, like, Mike, did you really mean? No, I didn't. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I'm talking shit. I don't pay attention, mate. So when they got together, this is how much power she has. No, this is how much power women usually have in a relationship. If it's a healthy, normal relationship, I don't mean abusive and all that stuff. I'm completely against that. That's horrendous. Any type of physical or mental abuse, doesn't matter, man to woman, woman to man, whatever it is, or a same-sex relationship, it's completely unacceptable. But let's say it's a normal relationship, and there's how much fucking power this woman has, bro. He is the fucking. He's Harry Potter, bro. He's like the prince of this shit, isn't he? Isn't he like in line of the throne? He's like number 6 or 7 or something. He can be a king of England one day. And this little American hussy came over here. And she said to him, listen here, Harry Potter, you and your red head, I don't want to be a part of this wacky-ass, cartoonish, crazy family. So we're going to take my sweet ass and my little baby, we're gonna move to Canada or some shit like that, because I don't want to be around America because everybody's too crazy over there. They all have guns and they drink alcohol or whatever. So we're gonna go to fucking Canadians. They all have snow and they have mooses over there. And me and my little baby, and you, Harry Potter, get on your fucking broom and come with us. And also, fuck the royal family because I don't want to be a part of this crazy shit no more. So yeah. I ate too much chocolate before I started recording this podcast. God damn it. Honestly, mate, I ate so much chocolate. Shit, goddamn. I ate dark. Oh, I like dark chocolate. I don't eat many sweets. I only eat ice cream and chocolate very rarely. Dark chocolate, that's the only type of ice cream, of sweets I eat. But yeah, so sometimes women have more power in a relationship than men, But hey, what can you do? So yeah, I'm gonna do the episode maybe in a few months or weeks. I just want this shit to go away. Please go away. I don't wanna hear from you again. Fucking hell, mate, pisses me off. I don't know. You know what happened? Like, oh my god, I wanna read you. Somebody sent me a message yesterday, or maybe this morning. Hold on, people messaging me over here, groups and shit. Have you ever had this, mate? I don't know why, but I get all these fake accounts, mate. Honestly, like, I get all these fake accounts from these women non-stop, just requests. But like, if you're gonna do a fake account, you need to be more convincing. Don't put like a picture of a fucking that she's obviously a model or like a stock picture with the fucking huge tits and like, that face, and all she has like is the profile picture and one picture on the wall. The account was created 12 hours ago, and already, by the way, already she has like 205 friends, and some of my mutual friends are there, and I was like, oh, you fucking corn dogs. It's all guys, and it's always like, she posts the pictures and like, if you want to see my nude videos, click here, and they have like the little short bit link or whatever. You can click and goes like a virus or something. And I was like, fucking hell, who the hell? You know what I mean? They always, and there's some most generic names, and they're always from America, allegedly. So the other day, they usually don't text me. I delete it straight away. So the other day I get this, I get like this archive message or something. And I open, because I need to check my archives for something. And I see a few messages, some from my friends and stuff. Anyway, I click on it and I was like, hold on, I'm gonna read you. I'm gonna read what it says. So I click on it and it says, I'm not gonna mention the names. It's probably a fake account, I don't know. But on the account is very interesting because it still has like the 3 pictures, just like few pictures, and just like a picture of a person in the distance, like it's silhouette, whatever the fuck you call it. You know what I mean, like a shadow or whatever. And a person jumping out of a mountain or some shit like that. It would be funny if this is a real person and it turns out some of my mates or something, and I'm just making fun of them. I don't give a shit. But the thing is, they have like, studied at this university, works at this previous, like the personal information is all filled out, and the account is created maybe like a few months ago, but all they has like the 2 pictures and like 200 friends, and it seems so fucking sketchy. So they text me, hello you. When somebody says hey you, that type of stuff, like if you're in a relationship with somebody, they're like, hello, hey you alright? And I text, I'm alright, how are you, mate? Because the thing is, I genuinely don't know who that is, so I cannot be like, oh yeah, baby, show me those titties. You know what I mean? I cannot be like that. So maybe it's a booker, maybe it's another comedian, you know what I mean? Maybe it's an old friend that they changed their account. I don't know who it is, so I cannot go like, hey, you know what I mean? And then then 12 at night, they text me, I'm alright, lovely. What's new? And I was like, fucking hell. And then I just texted, because again, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's a fake account, but I just texted because you never know, mate. You know what I mean? What if it's like a Hollywood producer and they're like, oh my god, Michael, listen to the Mike Yanek show. Me and the boys at the office, and we think that you're absolutely hilarious. Ha ha ha! You're so talented, goddamn. And we have like 12 movies with The Rock, and he needs a little cheeky sidekick, like a little comedian, ha ha ha. And I'll be like, hey, but hold on, man, I told that Kevin Hart is doing the Dwayne Johnson Rock movies. And they'll be like, no, man, ha ha. Well, Kevin Hart, he's on tour. He's gonna be touring for the next few years because he's funny. He's really funny, though. And he does like all these big arenas. When you do comedy gigs, do you do arenas, Mike? And I'm like, well, not really. I mean, I usually do basements and pubs with 4 peoples, ha ha ha. And I curse a lot. I call people idiots, fuck faces, cunts, and I get blacklisted usually. And a lot of the promoters and bookers don't like me because I'm a bit crazy. Okay, man. Well, no worry. I mean, can you be funny on camera though? And please don't call the Dwayne Johnson the Rock a cunt, because he's gonna probably snap you in half like a little twig. Okay, but well, I like Dwayne Johnson the Rock because I grew up with his wrestling, you see, and my voice kind of changed now. And he's a really sweet boy, and I used to like him when he was Rock. he used to do all these crazy promos, and he used to be like, "Can you smell what a rock is cooking?" And then Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out of nowhere. Like, what? What? Hell yeah! If you wanna see me whoop this guy's ass, give me a hell yeah! And the audience go like, hell yeah, Steve Austin. He's like, I didn't hear you. I wanna say, give me a hell yeah! And everybody's like, hell yeah, Austin. It's like, okay, I'm gonna whoop his ass. And then all of a sudden, Mr. McMahon, who is the owner of the WWF, comes out and he's like, you have no chance in hell, no chance. Puh, this is what you got, puh, no chance. This is what you got. And then all of a sudden, you know what happens? I'll tell you. All of a sudden, Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, his music hits, and he's like, I'm just a sexy boy, sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy, boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy, sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy, boy toy. Think I'm cute, ha, ha. Think I'm sexy, ha, ha. Think I'm here, buddies, go weak, bam. And then Shawn Michaels comes out with sweet chin music, pa. And yeah. I'll never eat chocolate before the podcast. Oh, dude, I'm crazier than usual today. Oh, but this episode is fucking hella fun, mate. Honestly, it's fucking, hey, bloody hell, mate. Good day, mate. And, but yeah, what if it's like a producer from Hollywood, from the big old Hollywood, and they'll be like, Mike, we love you. So then I texted, hold on, I'm completely, I don't know what the fuck's on. Hold on, stop texting me, people. So I said, I'm doing great, mate. By the way, do we know each other? Or this is one of those catfish / fake accounts, and I have to click on a link to. Okay, oh my god, I'm reading. I'm so bad at reading. Okay, or this is one of those catfish / fake accounts, and I have to click on a link, and I've put in brackets. So I can chat with a girl that is really interested in me. Ha 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 ha. So I'm waiting for an answer. What do you think, mate? Do you think that's a fake account? Probably it's a fake account, isn't it? No fucking girl in her right mind is gonna contact me out of nowhere to slip into them DMs. I'm crazy, bro. Crazy, you know what I'm saying? That's why I never invite girls that I've met to come and see me on gigs. A lot of some comedians do that when they meet a girl on Tinder or whatever. They just started dating or they've been on a date and they're like, yeah, come and see me. And I get, no. If they happen to be there, yeah, but I don't want to invite them because, oh no, that's risky, man. I'm too crazy on stage. Anyway. Okay, so we talked about Meghan Markle, we sorted out, and Harry Potter, we talked about that. We talked about the pro wrestling stuff. Now, we talked about my fake messages and my legions, and I mean legions of fans. I have a bit more time, so what I want to talk about? I want to talk to you about something very interesting the other day. So I was on my Facebook. Hold on. So on my Facebook the other day, mate. I'm gonna take my phone now because I need to watch some fucking videos. I'm on my Facebook. And have you heard about this thing called, those futuristic robots? Boston Dynamics. Okay, so about this thing so there is this studio in America called Boston Dynamics. Because when I did the conspiracy theory episode 9, I think, or 8, I think it was 9, I don't remember. When I did that episode, I was doing some research and I was like, let me see some of the most popular conspiracy theories that people are talking about, discussing, and I'll talk about them. But one of the things that came up it wasn't even a conspiracy theory per se, but I think it was very interesting, the whole concept that, robotics and robots, automation and all that stuff is moving way too quickly. And, it will have an effect where, some people are going to lose their jobs and all that stuff. Which is fair enough. But this is not really the conspiracy. The more conspiracy theory side of it was the people who are saying that robots is gonna be like a Terminator movie in 30, 40 years or whatever. And they're just gonna take over the world and start killing people. And maybe because, we're giving them artificial intelligence and somebody might hack them You know what I mean? And the company that is doing the most progress in that field of creating these killer robots is Boston Dynamics. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. If you haven't, find them after you finish this podcast, obviously, and look at them. And mate, it's some scary shit. Honestly, like I'm gonna watch some videos now because I didn't have time with the conspiracy theory podcast to discuss them. Hold on, let me see if the okay volume's off. This shit is scary, bro. Let me see. I saw the other day one robot. Oh my god. Okay, this is the one. Hold on. So the video that I'm watching is called More Parkour. Okay, so parkour is, I don't know if you know, that's like this like extreme sport where people jump from building to building and they fucking move like ninjas and that type of shit. I don't understand it. I'm too old for this shit. But this is what the young kids like nowadays. Now, this video is called More Parkour Atlas. So, hold on just a sec. Atlas, I think, is the name of the robot. It's 38 seconds and it's absolutely terrifying. Now, Boston Dynamics, I don't know who the fuck sponsors these people, but please, somebody needs to defund them. And I'm being genuine. This is not Showbiz Mike talking. For the next 2 seconds, it's me talking. Please defund Boston Dynamics. We need to fucking stop these people. If you've never heard of them, you think like, Mike, what the fuck are you talking about? You're exaggerating again. No, these people are insane. Honestly, like, I have no idea why. Like, if you want to build in a factory, those little, they have like those hands robots where they pick stuff and all that stuff. That's okay. If you want to implement a system that maybe is gonna check the products for you, if the product goes and it just scans it instead of actual person standing there and checking if something is defective, that's okay as well. If you want to do maybe even self-driving cars, I mean, like, as long as they're monetized and as long as maybe I don't mean, I feel kind of weird like the whole journey, like 4 hours you can sleep and the car drives itself. That's a bit risky, but maybe if there is like a backup option, maybe some people fall asleep on the steering wheel. I think quote unquote self-driving cars should be only used as a backup option to have the system inside, you know what I mean? So if you fall asleep, or if something happens to you, or if you pass out, because some people have, I think epilepsy is called, where people just pass out like involuntarily, or something like that happens to you, then yeah, but not just you can be like, oh, I can text while I'm sitting back at the back seat or whatever. No, that I don't feel comfortable with that, you know what I mean? Cars just driving themselves, because at the end of the day it's just a program, you know what I mean? And sometimes programs malfunction, something can happen, you know what I mean? You can never completely trust a machine. I mean, you can never completely trust a human, but still, you know what I mean? I'm up for that. I'm up for that type of machinery. But these crazy motherfuckers and a bunch of nerds, let's be fucking honest, what happened with us, mate? Fucking nerds rule the world. All the platforms that I'm distributing this podcast are run by fucking geeks that back in high school never got laid, got picked on. All the jocks used to, flush their heads down the toilets like in the American movies. And now we're all fucking dependent on these pencil neck geeks. Even when I do gigs, mate, I talk to people after gigs. What do you do? I'm a computer scientist. I develop apps. And I've retired at the age of 27. That type of shit. Honestly, mate, like Silicon Valley in California, whatever the fuck that is. They're all nerds. They're all fucking nerds, mate. Like, all these little losers now have fucking mansions and billions and drive around in Bentleys and all that. What the fuck happened with this world? You know what I mean? Like, geeks are not supposed to be winning. But that's kind of true, though. Some people are like, yeah, you preach on, brother, goddamn. You know what I mean? Like, geeks are not supposed to be winning. Fucking hell, I don't know. And, but these fucking nerds create these robots that look like human, like 2 feet, 2 legs, whatever the fuck. And they walk, and they have intelligence, so they can... artificial intelligence, so they can walk and do tasks by themselves. But I was thinking, like, what the fuck, why do you do that? You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing good can come out of it. And they give some stupid reasons. Oh, but you can be a housekeeper and all that stuff. No, mate, We're Eastern Europeans. We're the housekeepers. Don't take away our jobs, you fucking idiots. So you have this fucking monstrosity, okay? This thing is scary, mate. Honestly, like, it looks terrifying. So, what the fuck happened? So, this fucking thing, the video starts, it's 38 seconds. It looks like a human, honestly. Like, it looks exactly like a human, and it has like a backpack on its back because that's the battery, I think. So this fucking thing can chase you down for days, and this thing doesn't get tired. And they showed one of these things fucking running because now, for some apparent reason, they developing these robots to run, to jump over shit. You know what I mean? So there's no way you can escape. They be like, "Oh, I'm gonna catch you, motherfucker." You know what I mean? This fucking thing can run. They said it can run now. One of the robots, I think they said they can run for 72 hours straight or some insane amount of time, and it was on the treadmill, like fucking speed 12 or whatever, and this fucking thing is going, you know what I mean? Like Usain Bolt can go like that for 9 seconds. This thing can chase you down for like, oh yeah, this thing can chase you down for 5 days straight. Fucking hell, mate, these fucking geeks. This fucking thing, okay, is doing a handstand. This is how the video starts, mate. A handstand. I cannot do a handstand. I'm pretty sure, like, of all the population, the people, I'm sure, what percentage of people do you think can do a handstand? Just effortlessly. Okay, if you're a gymnast, if you're a pro wrestler, maybe if you're maybe a boxer, maybe some sort of an athlete, let's remove all the athletes, all the professional and amateur athletes, okay? And even though, like, out of 7 billion people, how many professional athletes, doesn't matter in what category, except, stupid shit like golf and snooker and darts, and that's not a sport. Don't give them fucking, you joking with me? Don't get me started on that shit. I'm gonna do an episode about all these makeshift sports. It's not a sport, it's an activity. Why? Because if you can play something in your pajamas on a world level and still doesn't make any difference to you, it's not a sport. Can you play darts, the World Cup of darts, in your pajamas? Of course you fucking can, because it's not gonna make any fucking difference. Can you play snooker? Of course you can. Yeah, try playing fucking basketball in your pajamas. In the NBA, you there with fucking flip flops. You know what I mean? And like long sleeve SpongeBob SquarePants pajamas, and that little wicked hat they wear. Yeah, try that shit. Or fucking rugby or some shit. No, you can, but you can play pool and flip flops in your pajamas. It's not gonna make any fucking difference. And you are at the World Cup of snooker, right? So it's not a sport. That's it. Try to change my mind. Haha. I wanna hear all your angry emails. You know what? I should open an email address just like for angry emails. It's gonna be like angry at MikeYanekShow@yahoo.co.uk or something like that. Now, somebody's gonna steal this email now. But you know what I mean? So if you have angry email, just send it there. Or maybe Twitter. You can tweet me at Mike Yanek. I don't use Twitter. I have only 2 followers. Haha. I do 0 promotion and I follow nobody. I don't give a fuck. But I'm big. I mean, I'm active on Instagram and I'm active on Facebook. Anyway, what was I talking about? Shit. Anyway, these fucking nerds. So this thing does a handstand. Next thing he does, let me continue the video. And next thing he does like these little roll ups, 2 in a row. Like how's that called? Like a cart? No, not a cartwheel, but you know what I mean. Just rolling on the ground 2 times, effortlessly, whatever the fuck. You know the word. You know what I'm saying. With no effort at all. Then this fucking thing jumps. After he does the little wheels on the ground, he fucking jumps and does like a spin in the air, mate. Like a human, like an average human. If you pick a random human on the streets, I'm pretty sure they cannot do that. I cannot do that, especially with that. I cannot do a handstand. If I do these fucking 2 wheels, I'll be so dizzy. And then he jumps straight away. He turns around. He does the wheel again. He jumps up. Is this a real video? Hold on. This is a real video, yeah, dude. Because I was thinking there's no way this is a real video. I thought first time I saw it, I thought there's like a 3D stuff. You know what I mean? Like simulation, or maybe how they're gonna look one day, these robots. But this is a real video. So he does the little cartwheel again. He jumps straight from the cartwheel and he does like a little. With his feet. to both sides in his hand. He does like a jumping jack in the air, which is completely insane. Then he does like a little 360 spin. This fucking shit. And so far, this has been 20 seconds. So you see how many fucking moves this bloody thing did in 20 seconds. It's unbelievable. So then he does like a little stand. You know, like when a gymnast lands a spot or something, when they do all those spinnings in the air, and how they lift their hands and they kind of buckle their knees a little bit, and they're like, hey, here we go, this is me, I just finished the thing. And everybody's clapping like, oh my god, Jessica, you're so brave. Whatever the fuck, right? And then I pissed off all the gymnasts. I don't give a fuck. So then he does like a little, he does like a little spin again. Fucking hell, mate, this is insane. Yeah, 2019 Boston Dynamics. Let me see how many videos. Oh, how much? 6.6 million views. Jesus fucking Christ. This thing has 4,000 dislikes, by the way. 215 likes, 4,000 dislikes. And you know what? Those 215,000 people who are so fucking dumb to be like, oh my god, that's so cute. Oh my god, did you see it? Did it the cartwheel and there's like a little spin and jumping jack? Oh my god, it's so sweet. His name is Atlas. Ha ha ha. No, motherfucker, listen. He's gonna be like, you're going to be one of the first people this fucking insane savage tracks down and murders viciously. I'm not joking. He's gonna be fucking chasing you like, who's laughing now, bitch? You know what I mean? Bam, he's gonna shoot you at the back of the head, you dumbasses. Be like, oh my god, it's so cute, let's donate some money to these fucking geeks. Fuck Boston Dynamics, mate. Honestly, like, what are you doing, you maniacs? Show you another one. Okay, so Spot. So this thing is called Spot Lounge. Okay, this is the name of the video. Again, like 2-minute video. So they've created it. At least the first one looked kind of good and stylish. This fucking thing looks like straight out of that dumbass games that all the fucking stupid kids play. What is it, Minecraft or whatever the fuck? Oh my god, I have a 10-year-old sister. Just in case you don't know, I have a 10-year-old sister and I have a 7-year-old first cousin. But you know, we're back in Bulgaria. We all live pretty much next to each other, so it's just one big family. They're all like brothers and sisters to me, you know what I mean? And I have a cousin, she's a little bit grown up, she's like 17 now, and I have another cousin, she's like my age. But the little two dumb kids, you know, I love them, they're great, but the type of stupid shit they like, oh my god, they like that fucking, what is that, Japanese cartoons, what's that, animes or whatever the fuck, these fucking people, man, what are they up to over there? You know, like, who makes up this stupid shit? Honestly, like this anime. I tried to watch that anime. I see grown-ups watching that stupid shit. Oh my god, and they're fucking obsessed and they draw all day and they show me their stupid drawings. Oh my god, Mike, look, I draw fucking little, what's the name of these? Dragon Ball Z and Haiduko, whatever. What's the name of these fucking little idiots? They have the crazy hairs and what's the, fuck. Oh my god, I completely forgot. There is this fucking little idiot with the huge blonde hair, and he's like, I have balls in my hands or whatever, and he has this like electric energy, like, Hadouken, you know, that type of shit. No, that's Street Fighter though, isn't it? Street Fighter is nice though. I don't know, they do watch that stupid shit. Whoever invented this fucking nonsense, you know, and they show me these stupid drawings, and you know what they do, mate? They don't play video games, they just watch little stupid kids play video games all the time. I just don't get it. I go to my little cousin's house, you know, to see them, and he's like a lovely kid, you know, but he's fucking stupid, mate. Honestly, like, he watches these idiots play Minecraft, and I was like, okay, like his name is Atanas, you know, it's a Bulgarian name. I know it's probably difficult for English people to remember. It doesn't matter. And I was like, okay, do you want me to? I can install you Minecraft, because he was like, oh my god, Minecraft, I love it so much. And you know, when my cousin was here in the UK, we went to Primark. We bought them specially Primark because, we bought them a T-shirt, a sweatshirt. We bought them like a cup or something. You know, the whole Minecraft shit. You know, when Primark is cheap, the kids' clothes are cheap, so we're like, you know, they'll be happy, and they loved it. Oh, they loved it so much. I sent like a parcel back to Bulgaria. They loved it, and they were like, oh my god, Minecraft. They have the little toys, they have the little coloring books, all that stupid shit. And I was like, I can download the game for you and you can play it, and I can walk. I don't know how to play the game, but I'll watch a tutorial. I'll figure it out, and I can teach you how to play the game. And he was like, "Oh, no, 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 no! I'm just gonna watch." And I was asking, his parents, and he was like, "Yeah, he doesn't play any games. He just watches other people play the games." And I was like, "What the fuck? That's really stupid." And my little sister, she's the same. She's like, "Oh my god, I love Minecraft and all that," and she just watches kids play the game all day. And I was like, "You don't want to play the game?" She's like, "No, no, I like watching." It's very bizarre to me, honestly. Like, when I was a kid, we used to. There was no such thing as gameplay. There was only one program. Hold on, let me see how much time I have. I wanna tell this. It's a quick story. Hold on. Oh, I have 10 minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna do the quick story, and I'm gonna do the Boston Dynamic. And next episode, I'll do some other stuff. And because I grew up poor, broke and all that stuff. And whenever I can, so back in the 90s in Bulgaria, late 90s. Sorry, hold on. We still didn't have computers in the country, but we have video games, like Nintendo and Sega and all that stuff. And by the way, all the games were bootleg. They were like fake Segas and fake Nintendos and like variations. They were not the original because the original were too expensive. And like I knew a few. We had like a neighbor who was really rich kid, and he had all that stuff from America. So he had an original Sega, and he had like this table where you can play was it foosball, and you can play the air hockey, and he had like a surround system. And this was in 95, which was like, wow, you know what I mean? And we get like all the cheap games, like the bootleg versions of Nintendo. It's like so it's Nintendo 64. Ours were Nintendo with a E, so it's Nintendo 72. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, and it's just like bootleg, and all the games are fake as well because they were so expensive, the original ones. Anyway, and I used to have the fake ones, but the problem with the fake ones, the machine, I'm not joking, breaks every 2 months. It breaks, it just breaks. This is just how it is. And it was expensive for my family, we didn't have money, so I couldn't afford the game. So when a game breaks, I used to go like few months without a game, and I used to be very sad because you're a kid and you love stuff like that, man. This is what you're passionate about, when you're and everybody plays the games in your class, and you don't want to be left behind. It's just how kids are. And I used to remember when I couldn't, have the games and shit. And man, this is getting really sad now. People fucking crying like, "Oh my god, Mike, I didn't know you had such a tough childhood." Oh, bitch, you have no idea. Oh, it was rough, man. And sometimes I used to go to my rich neighbor. Ah, man, this fucking guy. I fucking hated that guy. That type of guy. He had money, but he used to rub it in your face, and he was such a little prick. That guy. And I used to go. I've been to his house only 1 or 2 times. I couldn't handle it. He's like bullying you that you don't have money, and he was like, "Yeah, look at this, look at that, in my family this." He had like a lavish apartment, and while at my house we had like these really old couches. Oh my god, our couches were horrendous. They were purple with all these flowers, bro. Flowers everywhere. It looks like somebody's garden, like a grandma's garden or something. My grandma bought those couches. But when you go to his house, he had like these leather couches and like chandeliers and like nice. We had like this old disgusting carpet in our house. He had that fucking. I'm gonna do like, yeah, next podcast. I'm gonna do like longer versions of all my stories. I think it'll be interesting. My rich neighbors and how fucking poor we were. We were like the Al Bundy family, married with children. We were like that. I'm not joking. And proper poor. And I mean Eastern European poor, so like hardcore shit, not like here in the UK. You don't even know how to be poor over here. Fucking hell, mate. Yeah, poor. Everybody has like a cell phone, a computer, Netflix, all that shit, microwave, all that shit. We didn't have mate. I had the first time we had microwave. I was like 19, so we went fucking 15 because microwaves came in Bulgaria when I was maybe 10 or 12. So we got like 6 or 7 years without a microwave. You know what I mean? It was a big deal to have a microwave in our house. You know what I mean? And so when the game broke, so I used to go a few months without the game. And what I used to do, there was a new show premiered in mid 90s, late 90s. It was the first of his kind. It was all about video games because consoles, computer games from America, and those big, like the arcades, big arcades. And I think I told the story about the arcade games. Yeah, I told the stories. Check some of the few episodes back. I told the stories about how I used to go to the arcade games when I was 7, and used to, yeah. Check the story. I'm not gonna ruin it for you. And and what they used to do, it's a 1 hour show once a week, and they used to have gameplay, right? They used to have like an anchor and a girl, and she was like, yeah, this is the new game in America, and this, and Mario Kart and StarCraft and Counter-Strike and all that stuff. And this is during the time and when the show started, soon, maybe like 1 year or half a year later, the first in the capital, we have like these game rooms, they are called, which is like a huge room with all these computers, and you can go and you can pay, and you pretty much rent time. You rent the computer. I'm paying for an hour, 2 hours, and it's mostly video games. It had the internet, but we're teenagers, nobody's interested. And it was like the late 90s, early 2000s. Internet was shit, like proper shit, mate. It was slow. You had like few websites, and we're not interested. So all we did is play video games. There was some businessmen over there who were just like sending emails and all that stuff, but it's mostly kids. And but what they did, they did gameplay. And what I did when my console was not working, I didn't throw it away. I still kept it, and I plugged it, quote unquote, to the television. And you know how gameplay works. They just show you a guy playing, and I'm not joking, mate. I used to pretend that I was, like the guy playing the game. And honestly, it was so much fun. I've never had so much fun in my life. Playing the game, pretending to play the game was more fun. But the kids now, they don't. They have popcorn or some candy, or they lean back and they just watch. You know what I mean? And it's different because the guy does jump cuts, or the guy talks and then shows the game, talks again. You know what I mean? Or he's in the corner. No, this was different. I plug the game because my imagination is so wild, even as a kid. And I always, even though I grew up broke and poor, I had a tremendous childhood. Honestly, like my childhood was amazing. And I always knew how to have fun, even though I didn't have money, and all my friends or people around had money and I didn't. But it didn't really matter to me. You know what I mean? I was always like a very happy child, and I always knew how to make things fun. And I just pretend to play, and it's really fun. If like, you should try it sometimes. Honestly, if you're a nerd and you play video games, especially, I don't play video games anymore, I don't have time. But if you play, like because now the consoles, they're making a comeback. And if you have the consoles and joysticks, just try sometimes, just watch like a random gameplay of your favorite game. And I just well, like, yeah, jump this, that. And sometimes when the moves match, like you move to the left, because they mostly played shooters. You know what I mean? Like the gameplay was mostly shooters, and I played the shooters. And if it's like you jump, you go to the left, and you shoot, and you go back, and if you do those moves, and if it actually matches, it's just coincidence. You're like, oh my, it feels fucking phenomenal. And it was just fun, mate. It was just so much fucking fun. So what I'm trying to say is just find a way to make fun out, to create fun in your life. But don't be a stupid kid and just fucking watch. You know what I mean? That's what I'm just trying to actively trying to bash the young members of my family. You know what I mean? Like, don't be a fucking idiot, mate. Plug a joystick and be a grown up and pretend to play the game. Don't just fucking look at it. I don't know, but they piss me off sometimes, man. They're cool kids, but sometimes they're stupid. Uh, my family don't speak any English, so they'll never understand, and they'll never hear this. So I don't care. So okay, let's do the Boston Dynamics, and I'm finishing because I need to go now. So they have this stupid little thing called, what's the name of it? Spot. It looks like one of the, but hold on, is this 3D or this actual? I think this is a 3D model. But still, this is what they want to do. It looks like one of those creatures from Half-Life 2. If you've ever played the game, because it looks like one of those dumbass creatures. Hold on. It's bizarre, mate. It looks like some sort of a bug. So the body is very flat and long, and it has like these 4 skinny legs. It moves. Oh, it's so freakish just to watch. It's bizarre. So they want to make this, I'm telling you, mate. it's just gonna track you down, and they're gonna put some sort of a machine gun or something on it. Yeah, so they sell this shit because it has like a little light on top of it, and it can, if you're working in the dark, it can come over, it can open the door because it has like a little hand on the top of it. But yeah, that hand is there to fucking strangle your mate. I'm not joking. Ah, shit, it's freaky, bro. Yeah, and they can carry stuff. It's basically to help people who are in construction. I think that's the idea. And I think they've actually made, because I think there's like a prototype, but I think they've actually made some of this shit. But yeah, please stop these robots. And this thing has 230, because it has 6 million views. It has 213,000 likes and 4,000, almost 5,000 dislikes. So the people who are disliking this, they fucking know what's up. Okay, fuck Boston Dynamics, mate. Stop, defund these people, because they will fucking kill us, these robots. This podcast is turning very sad now. You'll be like, oh my god, Mike, I don't want to think about the robots who eventually kill us. Yeah, mate, that's the situation. These fucking robots are gonna destroy us, But anyway, mate, hold on, let me see, because I genuinely need to go. It's I'm gonna go to Manchester. I mean, this is pre-recorded, so for today, when this thing comes out, I wouldn't be going anywhere probably, but I need some comedian mates to come to pick me up in a few hours, 2-3 hours, and I need to eat and I need to get ready and all that stuff. Yeah, but anyway, mate, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I bashed a lot of people. I bashed a lot my family. I bashed Boston Dynamics. I wish I had more time to bash them next time. I bashed was Meghan Markle and Harry Potter. That felt really good. Well, this is like the bashing episode. I bashed a lot of people, and honestly, I'm very proud of myself. I'm not gonna remove anything from this podcast. Yeah, feels good. Feels good to get some shit off your chest, isn't it? This is one of those more unscripted, improvised episodes where, when I mean scripted, I mean because, I have topics and I'm like, I'm gonna talk about this. Nah, this time I'm just ranting. Anyway, have a great week, mate. I hope that you're fucking smashing it, okay? If making that money, shaking that booty. And that's it, mate. If somebody pisses you off, just fucking rant. It feels good. Don't hold back. Just live your life the way you wanna live it. If you're a slag, go out there, get them dicks. If you're a douchebag, go smash some pussy. If you're a fucking, I don't know, if you sell flip-flops on the market, sell your flip-flops, make that money. You know what I mean? If you're a pro wrestler, cut them promos. Whatever the fuck you do, man. Just have fun, be nice, be sweet. And I'm talk to you next week, mate. Okay? Thanks for listening and enjoy the rest of your week. And now listen to the outro music. This is the outro music of the Mike Yanek Show. I bashed a lot of people on this episode and I had so much fun. I speak to you next week. Bye.